Please welcome to the stage the lead actor of the film, Anson Kong. Anson Kong. Director, Nyaff. And Bai Ling. Please, yeah, we can. Okay. All right. So let me start with the director. I think it's become a bit unusual to see horror films, genre films. In Hong Kong in the past few years. The new generation is very focused on social issues, realism. You seem to be taking a completely different route. It's the first film, right?
Yeah, this is my first movie.
Okay, great, for first film. So I want to ask you why the horror genre for first film?
OK。因為其實我自己本身係一個恐怖片迷嚟嘅，咁我由細到大都好中意香港嘅恐怖片嘅。我經常覺得咧恐怖片佢哋嘅鬼片咧以驚嚇同埋以鬼神咧去包裝，但係佢裏邊其實經常都會講一啲普世價值嘅。咁我有機會拍我嘅第一套片嘅時候咧，就好想用呢個 genre 去講自己想講嘅嘢。
All right, director Cai told everybody that this movie he's always liked to make horror movies. So this is his first debut with the horror movie to tell everybody the urban legends. So everybody should know something about something interesting in Hong Kong and make sure everybody enjoy the movie.
Thank you. Okay, Anson, I want to ask you the same question. This is your debut, basically, on the big screen. Why start your film career with a horror movie? What attracted you to the story?
今次係我自己第一次真係由頭主演到尾嘅一套電影啦。點解我會拍恐怖片呢個題材？係因為嗰陣時受到 MM2 嘅邀請去 casting。咁嗰陣時我第一次睇到 casting 嘅時候，睇到個劇本就已經好中意，因為我覺得向榮呢個人個角色同我本人首先係完全係180度調轉嘅。咁我覺得呢個角色對我嚟講好 challenge， 咁我就好想嘗試，咁就去咗 casting。咁經歷咗2-3次 casting 之後，好幸運、好開心可以 join 到Back Home 呢個 team， 然後喺拍攝嘅過程其實係非常之好玩。一個小嘅趣事，即係好多人都會問：哇，你拍鬼片恐唔恐怖啊？然後其實拍嘅現場係真係一啲都唔恐怖。你見到現場有好多小朋友啊，有晒佢哋喺度。反而有啲場口我想自己驚啲咧。啱啱大家咪見到有部 lift 嘅，嗰部 lift 其實我哋自己搭出嚟嘅。咁嗰部 lift 如果閂晒門、熄個燈嘅話咧，入邊係全黑嘅，係睇唔到手指嘅黑度。咁我就可能有啲場口就會可唔可以喺入邊 feel 冇咁驚，即係 feel 驚啲我先再出去拍咁樣。
Yeah, the question is.
It's a lot of information. Sorry
Correct.
about that.
That's okay. I'm trying my best. Actually, Samuel asking Anson, aka, how come he can pick such a good script movie, a horror movie, to become his second debut. As everybody know that he is like an idol. There's this horror movie, and Anson told everybody that this is his first choice to make the horror movie because it's a challenging movie, and this is a very good movie that MM2, when he do the casting second and third time, and the character is really interesting. And also there's a fun fact that a lot of people ask Anson Kong, is the movie, when he's making the movie, it's like any scary experience. The only scary experience is like in the elevator, but sometimes he said that the reality is when he's making the movie, there's a lot of kids around, so it's not scary at all.
Right. Before we continue, turn to Bai Ling. We have 2 volunteers on the side with little cards and pencils. So if you want to ask a question, please raise your hand, signal yourselves to both sides of the alleys. Okay. Bai Ling, let me turn to you. So you, on the other hand, you're quite used to the horror genre. I've loved you in The Abortionist. We were talking about this earlier at dinner. How did you become involved with this first film? How did you become involved with the film?
Well, I guess, is it working?
Yeah, it's definitely
I think
working.
I found out later that when I was in the Golden Horse 金马奖 So I was presenting for the best director, and the producer of this film was sitting literally next to me, and I didn't really not know. And she just called me out of the blue. She said, I want to be in this movie. That's how I start getting into it. But I want to make something special because I design this. Either you like it or not.
That's very talented.
I think it's the best fashion, best gift to dedicate it for the premiere of our movie, Back Home.
Yeah, visually impactful.
Yeah, I think the best way I design everything, 七月返归. So it's a monument will be. So for this movie, I think it's the best fashion. So that's my love for the film. The first time I saw it, I was scared. I was like, it's so strange.
You're seeing it for the first time.
First time. I was moved, but I think it's kind of sad. I don't know, it's very deep, a lot of emotions, like my character with his character. I just feel compassion for my character, for him, for the whole story. I think in Hong Kong, in cinema, and in human life, for my character, single woman, raise a kid, there's a lot of struggle. So I have a lot of compassion for humanity when I watch this movie.
Thank you.
Come,
I think we're okay. Yeah.
Okay,
thank you.
all right.
Oh, maybe sorry for the actors. Yeah.
Sure.
I think they understand English well, but go ahead. You want a translation?
Oh, okay.
No,
Do you need? Okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Anson speaks very good English, by the way.
No way.
we barely need an interpreter on this one. I gotta say. You don't want to try?
Yeah, I can. Let's go. Any
There you
question?
We'll take questions from the audience in a moment. Can you describe to us working with Bai Ling on the set and
Yeah.
your first experience on this movie?
Yeah, Bai Ling is really great actor, and then she just teach me a lot and share his own experience to us. And she has some great idea, like the peers. You see we're filming in the hospital. That scene we have the peers. This ideas come from Bai Ling, and she told to director, we can try this way to explore these things. I think this is really great. Yeah, a lot of fun to work with you, and this is my honor. Yeah.
Thank you. I want to share something just funny. Maybe you don't know. I was so afraid before I watch a movie because I don't know what's going to be there, because after I cut it, right, you could not even be there. So I was so scared. The director said, I hope you like it. He said, I love your performance. So I was wondering the scene, like the rape scene, and it was my idea. And I said, this woman, you need to know what she went through. And we struggled and we're sure because I don't know how old, he looked like 11 years old to me. When we're shooting the scene, it's almost like a virgin. He was so scared, he couldn't sleep that night before the night for that scene. And I was brave because they gave me everything covered up. I said, if we're gonna do it, we have to do it all the way, right? You were kind of shocked. I just want to say, as an actor, even though I'm sure you add a lot, even though you're limited within the frame or within the director direction, you can always contribute something and from your heart, something that you feel real.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to ask you, how did the idea of casting Bai Ling for this come about, Director Key? Because it's entirely in Cantonese, and you learn Cantonese for this, right? Which is quite hard. How did the idea of the casting come about?
其實係咯，我哋監製 Mandy 識咗白瑩姐之後咧，當我哋籌備 Back Home 諗演員女主角名單嘅時候，其實白瑩個名字一喺我哋名單咧，我哋已經都冇再諗過其他人㗎啦。
They would like to know how do Bai Ling, the actress, involved with this movie, especially there's a lot of Cantonese speech in the script, and she learned a lot from the movie. And there's no other people they have in mind to choose for another person to fit into this role.
因為喺呢個故事裏邊咧，母親個角色咧，佢其實好多嘢係 suffer 緊嘅，而佢係所有嘢對呢個小朋友對佢個仔咧都係出於愛嘅，但係有時我哋好努力愛一個人，其實用錯方法咧就會變咗咧係唔覺意害咗佢，咁所以係嗰個情緒嘅轉換同埋嗰個戲劇嘅dynamic 咧，我哋白瑩姐係我哋嘅不二之選。
Director told everybody that Bai Ling is a perfect cast for this movie. As a single mother, it's a very challenging role in this movie because she had to show her love to his son and also toward the whole community. So meaning that this is a perfect cast for Bai Ling for this movie.
Thank you. I never asked him, I didn't really know.
Yeah, I never told you that.
And now we know. So it's a pretty challenging role. We were discussing a little bit before the screening in terms of the makeup, what you had to go through to play this. Can you tell us a little bit about the experience, the ordeal a little bit of playing the part?
First of all, I want to thank you for brought them to New York. We meet again, and for the great film festival. So support Asian film. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Bai Ling.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much. That's
And I don't
It's a
know
lot of
why
work.
I watch the film. I feel emotional because it brings me back to the memory every day. At that time, still pandemic. Everybody wearing mask. Everybody enjoy life. I was memorize Cantonese, as you know how hard it is to learn. But I think that when you determine, we can learn everything. So the first day shooting was that makeup with the Peking opera. I have 24 Cantonese sentences. Oh, I'm talking Cantonese. First day of shooting. I said, director's crazy, right? They give you something easy. And I would just, and the Peking opera head, I never wearing it. And they have literally 30 of real pain, old pain, go through my head. It was like, I never sweat, but after the scene, my whole shirt was wet. Everybody gave me fan. I was struggling. I have to memorize this thing is difficult too. So after that, actually in the morning, they take me to the hospital. That's how it was difficult. So I really, really suffer, but I feel like, you know, for your art, you give everything. Like I said, if you pay me $1 or $1 million, I give the same. If I commit it, I give you 100%. So this film, I learned a lot about Hong Kong culture, Hong Kong food, Hong Kong, everything about Hong Kong. So made me in love with Hong Kong through this role. Thank you.
Very
But
nice.
Bai Ling's talk about this, I think everybody should big shout out to Bai Ling. Yes, really professional. Because that's in everyone see, he removed her makeup. We just have one shot to take it because we don't have time to remake up the whole set. So Bai Ling just used one time to take that long shot and so many Cantonese script, and that's just one time to kill it. So great.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I don't know, but when we were talking before, you asked, I want to share because a lot of your fans or young fans here want to be performer, all of that. I think sometimes for me, I never learned acting. And if you follow me, I am Bai Ling Instagram, I give cookies. The cookie I gave to myself is, when you're thinking, you're an idiot. When you're not thinking, you're a genius. That's how I perform, I never think.
That's very nice.
Anson, what were the challenges for you in terms of this first role? You're a singer, performer, we all know your work. How difficult is it to transition from cantopop to the screen, being on the big screen, especially in a horror film?
I think this movie, the most difficult part for me is this role, Heng Wing, is kind of speechless. Just he don't talk too much. But if everybody know me, I talk too much in my real life. So there's a real kind of challenge for me. It's not too much script to explore your emotion. You just can use your reaction to explore it. So I think this was hard part.
I see. I think you did
Everybody
great.
know.
Yeah. I think you did a great job. So I want to, how did you create the character? Here in America, we talk a lot about method acting, identifying yourself with a character. Is that something you studied?
Yeah.
How did you prepare for this?
First is director. Nate, he would talk a lot of information to me. And I have a acting coach, Yam. She helped me a lot. He will teach us how to create the role and how to start to homework this role, how to play it. So thank you, yeah. I know you will somewhere, yeah.
Right. Turned out great. So I'll take some questions from the audience. I see some very good questions from you guys. Okay, I'm just going to read this comment. Great film, such a fun ride, but can you explain the ending? So I'm going to turn to...
Keep the director.
其實成套戲嘅指向係 最尾嘅夜宴啦，咁同埋係環繞陰陽眼一個陰陽眼嘅人點樣去將身邊嘅事物視而不見咯。咁我哋跟住向榮嘅步伐去到夜宴，到最尾佢見到啲嘢，咁但係我覺得作為創作人就唔應該完全解説晒最尾嘅，咁所以留翻俾大家諗，而係有個空間諗係好事嚟嘅。
Director said that the movie, the ending, right, is for imaginary. So if you have to think about that, it's leave it for open for everybody. But in another word, because if you know that there's a third eye, the third eye meaning that is seeing ghosts. Seeing ghosts means that sometimes people do not believe that. And also during the movie, you always hear that pretend not to see, pretend not to hear. That's a message that they may bring up to the story. So at the end, there's a finale with the banquet. So after that, just leave you to think what will be the next chapter.
Thank you. Can you tell us more about the symbolism in the film? Another question from the audience.
For example, which
the symbolism. The question is a little generic. In general, there's a lot of references to, I guess, South Chinese culture. We're just talking about the third eye. Can you explain a little bit the symbolic system?
And it's symbolic like the umbrella, the black cat,
Thank
the
you, yes.
scissors,
Yes.
The key. There's a lot of symbolic and a lot of metaphor in the movie.
Yeah， 其實嗰啲象徵嘅物件啦，譬如鉸剪啊、門啊，其實全部都係指向緊最尾嘅儀式嘅，因為最尾其實鐘伯都係俾翻把鉸剪向榮，其實即時就係問佢 join 唔 join 呢一個邪教咁嘅意思，咁所以裏邊嘅所有嘅象徵物品啦，佢都係指向最尾嘅一個夜宴裏邊嘅。咁而裏邊有啲小把戲、小 tricks 嘅係 umbrella 嗰啲啦，全部都係啲 urban legend 嚟嘅。咁嗰啲係我自細好中意聽到，我亦都好想喺畫面上邊呈現一啲香港本身一路都好多口耳相傳嘅呢啲故事，就將佢擺咗熒幕度。
The director said that in the movie there's a lot of visualizations, a lot of symbolic. When you watch a horror movie, there's a lot of symbolic things in the movie, so you have to digest to see what they meant. But like Nate has said, the movie, when you look at it, everything going toward the end of the movie. So when you look at the scissors, look at the umbrella, everything is meaningful toward the end, leave an imaginary, so for you to think about what they are.
There's a lot of questions for you, actually. Again, another one for you. What is the significance of the countdown of the number of days in the movie? It's interesting.
係咯，嗰個都係一個向榮嚟到翻到嚟香港，我哋所謂最尾個儀式啦，我哋可以統稱為翻歸嘅。嗰個翻歸嘅儀式嘅倒數7日，即係佢嚟到翻到嚟香港，我哋逐漸跟隨步伐，由 Day 7去到 Day 1。咁 Day 1之後，我哋飛 Black 係因為故事嚟到呢度啦，我哋嘅日常繼續生活，咁觀眾睇下可唔可以感受到 Day 1嘅時候，佢哋係發現到啲咩？究竟係咪視而不見啦，定還是可以仲有更多嘅嘢好做呢？
The question is, how come there's a movie is like from day 7 to day 1, and the director has mentioned that it's the period that AK, who is in the movie, from day 7 coming back home till day 1 when he is at the finale of the movie. So it's like 7 days, the sequence of the 7 days. And after the 7 days, like Nate has said, back to normal. So like everybody go back to his work, going back to his normal life. So he blacked out, fade out, so everybody can have an imaginary boundary to think about what is a normal life about.
Thank you. Let me interject myself for a second. I want to ask you, is the horror movie genre something you like? What kind of films do you appreciate? Or did you watch a lot of horror movies from Hong Kong growing up?
I would watch horror movie before, but I'm not really into it. Yeah. So I like some superhero movie like that. But I will watch the horror movie, but I need to watch with somebody. Yeah. I have some fun fact. When Nate find me to get this role, he sent a lot of horror movie. Said you need to watch it.
At midnight.
Yeah.
At midnight.
What did you send him?
The video reference, some scary video. some horror movie video. I
Okay.
just sent him
Just send me the link.
the link at midnight.
Yeah, and also you watch and give some comment to me tomorrow like that.
Must watch item.
Yeah.
Did you watch Bai Ling's film?
Yeah,
Dumplings?
of course. That one is really great. And when I was, because I saw that movie when I was a few years ago. Yeah, that was really.
Have
great.
you watched
That one.
Dumplings?
Yeah, the dumpling. Yeah.
The dumpling.
I can't say when I was young. Just a few years ago. I
When
saw
I
your
was
movie.
young,
watched
I'm
the movie.
26 years old, just
Yeah,
so you know.
yeah. Just I watched your movie.
You
just
know, about
few years
time,
ago.
I'm going to share something. You know why there's a death? Because we have time in human life. Have you thought about it? To me, every day is my birthday. Everything's yesterday. Yesterday past, future not there. I am today living. So that's how my mind functions.
Yeah.
So that's if you watch Dumpling, that's what it is. So I think because of Dumpling brought me to Hong Kong cinema with all the Hong Kong artists. So I love Hong Kong. I love Hong Kong food. I love all of you. A lot of you probably from Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of Hong Kong fans here. Lots of Hong Kong fans. Bai Ling, would you do another film in Cantonese? You learned especially for the film, but is that something you'd be interested? You worked with Ruoxin not so long ago, actually.
Yeah,
but-
probably Fu Chen did a Dumplings and did a Abortionist. Probably he want to shoot another same character in New York City in Chinatown. So I just told our director I want to work with his next film. And also I just did a Taiwan film and also China film. I love, you know, Asian cinema, not this one, it's the leading man, right? But normally the very favored female character. Not in US. US films like this is all men. After this finish the script, they say, let's give him a girlfriend, let's give him a wife. Seriously, but only Asian cinema, you got the great roles. So we have to change that. Whoever here, let's direct something. Female lead next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm told we're running out of time, but I'm still going to ask a couple more questions before we wrap up. Director Keith, so what is next for you in terms of your next project, your next movies? And of course, back home, it's a world premiere, not released yet in Hong Kong. Is there a date
September.
scheduled? September.
September.
Okay.
Should be September.
All right. Are you already thinking of the next story, or you?
Yeah, I
guess you
already have another horror movie script. Yeah. Yeah, this is my next project. This is about the Chinese opera stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Beijing opera, Chinese opera.
Chinese opera.
Great.
Like that make
That's
That'll be
right.
perfect.
Yeah.
You
see.
can, yeah.
Like Kunchu and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Great.
And one thing I want to mention that 好多人問點解揾 AK 點解揾 AK 做主角啊？多謝你啊，導演揀咗 AK。咁其實我覺得呢個説法唔公平嘅，因為其實 AK 係從 audition 我哋casting 出嚟嘅，佢係完全憑自己嘅努力同埋佢喺劇本上邊嘅閱讀咧，係獲得呢個 audition 我哋揀咗佢嘅，所以並不是我話啊我就揾你啦咁樣嘅。咁呢樣好想 shout out to AK。
A lot of people has asked Nate why did he pick AK to become the main role for the movie. A lot of people say that maybe it's connections. Basically, no, because AK has been go through the same as other people, a lot of casting, a lot of auditions. Not only with his good looks, but his good acting that he got this role.
I can't say I'm good. I'm good at it. I can't say that because I'm really green of that. And I just can say I just try my best to explore the emotion on that moment. That's it.
Great.
Great, great.
Well, let me turn to you. What's next for you? How are you going to divide your time in terms of is it going to be more big screen roles or more singing, acting, both? You want to divide your time between the two of them?
Little child will make a choice. I take all. Yeah. Because before when I debut before, I just like singing and dancing. But after I debut, because doing the drama is my work because my company is a TV company, so I need to film the drama. That's my job. But started to filming the drama, I started to like acting because it's kind of fun, I think. And then you will get know more about yourself, the acting. So that's why I love it.
Action films you mentioned when we were
Yeah,
chatting.
I want to film some gun movie, the gunshot movie, right? Because the Hong Kong it's great to make the gunshot movie also. So I want to try that.
America's the right place for that.
Ghost hunter. Ghost
Ghost
hunter.
hunter.
You can carry a gun.
Still have
Hunting
goal.
ghosts.
Still have goal, right?
Right. Bai Ling, the final word for you. What's next for you? That Chinatown movie you mentioned. You think it's
Yeah, Chinese movie I did in Taiwan called 蝴蝶大厦, Butterfly Mansion. And also I did my own film. I hope you can support me. It's called My Quarantine Romance with Toilet Paper. You know, it's a comedy. It's during the pandemic, we have no job. I directed, wrote, financed, produced, starred in it, and also I wrote 11 songs in it. I wrote music. Who did it as a director?
exactly
Thank
very
you.
impressive.
And also, in the film, I play Charlie Chaplin. I am identical. I can challenge Charlie Chaplin. I'm just saying something, you know, independent filmmaker, as you know, right? I financed, I did myself during the pandemic. Nobody helped. And also, that only film that is conceived and produced during that time. It's about we have no toilet paper. You'll remember, no toilet paper. So, like in my film, if you give me one toilet paper, I give you a kiss. So I have like a 23 character. Everybody come to me to exchange toilet paper with love, relationship, sex, because we don't know what's next. So now if you go to my Bai Ling, I'm GoFundMe, I'm trying to get, I know it's gonna go viral. I will. Brought it to Broadway show. You watch it, one room and all these people come visit me. It's a great concept. So you have to have a dream big. I just asked you, right, you said it's 27 years old. If 27 years ago you don't have the dream, we will never have this festival. We have to dream. I'm lucky I keep getting work. I have film and TV show we're shooting in New York City and LA. So I'm very, very grateful, and I really want this moment that all of you are new, and so lovely meeting with you. Thank you for supporting our film and supporting our festival. In the future, supporting us, Asian filmmakers. We're brilliant.
Bai Ling,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Dream big, people. That's going to be the last word. Thank you all so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Anson,
Thank you,
for
Sam.
coming.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank
off, you
you.
guys.
Thank you. Support the movie.
哇，好攰啊，係咁講英文。